What's up, you guys? Today is June 20, 2022, Monday afternoon, about 12:20 in the afternoon now. We are in Tracy, California, heading westbound on the 205 freeway right now. I had a load, I'm still under the load that I picked up in, at Oklahoma City at our drop yard. I was originally supposed to get dropped in the Sabulpa drop yard for me, but there was confusion there. Well, anyway, I bobtailed down to Oklahoma City to pick it up. You might have seen that footage. Now we're here to deliver it. So for that load, I ended up running caravan most of the way with my buddy Daniel Fay. He was also coming this way, actually to Victorville. My same customer that I park right in front of when I go home. I had to bobtail down and get my load and all that. So we ended up meeting back up in El Reno, Oklahoma, and caravan from there all the way over to Milan and Grants area of New Mexico. Zoom in here. Okay, all in all, 720 or so mile shift there. It was a good long shift. I had a good time running with them. And then next shift, I ran solo at first, but then we caught back up with each other and caravan the rest of the shift. I was ready to roll as soon as my 10-hour break was up. He was not, so I got rolling. And I ended up stopping for a nap in Winslow. And then right when I was getting back on the road, it turns out he had just left Winslow himself and was only about a mile ahead of me, so he slowed down and waited for me to catch up. And we ran from there all the way to Victorville. Did my 10-hour break, actually more than a 10-hour break at my house. And got rolling again this morning about 4 a.m. Now, normally this is not the way I would normally have been going. The normal route I would have taken would have been, the usual route over to Bakersfield, Highway 395 up to 58. And then usually once I get to Bakersfield, I take Highway 99 north, then Highway 46 west over to Lost Hills area. And then get on I-5 there in Lost Hills and take I-5 all the way up here to 580. 580 is over here on the southeast end of Tracy. Now, I'm actually up on the north end, and the reason I ended up here is twofold. At first, you probably hear that beeping, whatever that sound there. That would be my coolant low level light warning and stop engine immediately warning light. Trying to tell me I'd have low on fluid. Not the time there. Get out of here. Get in my way. I need my map view. Anyway, I would have normally taken 5 to 580, but what I actually did was stayed on 99, and the reason for that is because this coolant problem. When I did that swap in Holbrook, Arizona the other day, you guys might remember me talking about that. I said I had a bad relief valve on my coolant reservoir. But if I did, I think that's it. Alright, so this is the relief valve, basically a pressure valve, as we call it, it's mounted to the left side of my coolant reservoir. Oops. Still has a little bit of coolant residue on it I got on my hand now, so. Anyway, I had to stop at a dealer to get that replaced. It was an easy part to change. All I had to do is unscrew that one there and then put the new one on. The we got here? Someone, a contractor pulling one of our trailers, it looks like. Give him a wave anyway, even though he wasn't looking. Alright, so I stopped in Fresno. First I stopped at the Peterbilt dealer, which is right down the street from the Fresno Truck Wash, which JCT has a washout account with. And tried to get the part there first, but they didn't have any. I guess their system said they had 6, but when they found the box that it's supposed to be in, they couldn't find the parts. So they referred me over to the Kenworth dealer, also there in Fresno, which is right up the street from the utility trailer facility that I've been to a couple times. Alright, this next exit coming up is the one I'm going to use, by the way. I don't know, is this... Yeah, alright, good. I didn't know if this was just an acceleration lane or if it was actually going to go through to the exit. And yeah, this goes through to the exit I want, so we're good. Alright, so it's kind of what I've been dealing with right there. I'm trying to remedy that problem because when I stopped in Holbrook, the tech there said that it was the relief valve was basically it was cracking at too low a pressure. It was supposed to crack at like 15 psi, but it was only taking 5 psi to make it crack. And when it cracks at 5, it's basically it's not pushing the coolant level. Coolant down very far into the tank before it tries to relieve the pressure. I'm gonna need the other lane, but let's get past the merge here. Alright, there we go. Gonna make a left turn here. This is the last exit, I believe. Yeah, the last exit before 205 meets up with 580. Okay, so how did I end up here instead of getting over to 5 still, even after stopping in Fresno? Alright, so the original plan when I stopped in Fresno was to go up 99 over to Highway 132, head westbound from Modesto. But problem was over on 580, blocking my access to the exit that I needed on 580. There was an overturned semi. Okay, we're going to take the left lane here because I'm going to be making a left turn up the road here. Okay. Yeah, so the original plan was 132, take it straight over to 580, and then get on 580 westbound and get off at the same exit I would normally get off at to get to the customer. Dude, move over. They're right there trying to fix their tire, and your stupid ass has to be in that lane, right? Give them space. Shit, what's wrong with people? Alright, so because that truck turned out going up into Scotty D's neck of the woods, almost into Stockton. If Scotty, if you're watching, yeah, I came through your neck of the woods here. Let's see, yeah, I need to go straight through here, but these guys are all turning. Wait, yeah. Alright, that fence threw me off up there. Like, what the hell? But no, the road just curves around it. Okay. It almost looked like it. It almost looked like the road ended up here, but I'm like, what am I getting myself into here? But I was pretty sure this was supposed to go through. Now we're good. So anyway, yeah, I ended up going all the way up to the Stockton area, or Manteca, I guess, whatever you want to call that area. I got on 120 westbound. Then took 120 over to 5 south and 205 west. Because Google was telling me it was about a 12-minute faster trip to go that way than to than to take 132 over to 580 and deal with that crash anyway. It turned out I could have gone ahead and taken the 580 route because the crash, I guess, was getting cleared up. It just opened up the number 1 lane right about the time that I was passing by Highway 132. It's like, yeah, now you guys tell me. Right here on this street coming up right here, we're going to turn left. Got this Tracy Hills, this Valero station here, Schulte Road, that's what it's called. I remember the street name, I just couldn't think of it right at the moment. Got the Costco DC right here at the intersection, that's one way to remember where it's at. We're going to the Safeway, by the way, which is just on the other side of Costco. Yeah, we got a 1300 appointment time. It's 12:32 at the moment, and so no problems getting here on time. Yeah, like I said, I made 2 stops there trying to get the part for this, and also stopped in Livingston for just for a food break, food and restroom break, whatever. Gonna need to move over. Just don't know that I want to move over while next to those trucks, so I'm gonna wait. Now there is a truck coming out of the what I think is the Safeway lot right there, but that's not the way I'm gonna go in. No, come on, dude. Now you're gonna try to pass me there. Actually, looking at the, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna need that lane. Alright, he moved over anyway. Alright, we're gonna make this right turn right here. Right here is the main entrance, I guess I would call it, to Safeway if you're a Safeway driver. That is also the way we're gonna come out of Safeway, but to get into Safeway, actually, no, wrong. It's not this street. This is the one where the guard shack is for the... Okay, so all the Safeway trucks go in and out through this gate here. And then OTR trucks come out through this gate, but we go into another one that's further down. Go down across this canal. And then make the right at the next light. And that's where... Yeah, you'll see a staging lot up the street on the right after we get on that street. Just park in the staging area and walk your bills up to the guard shack and check in, and then they'll call you up when they have a doctor assignment for you. So yeah, I keep having this back and forth thing here. I don't know if replacing that valve actually fixed it. I just know that when I went to put the new valve on, the new pressure cap on, whatever you want to call it. See, it's also something, they have to guess at what my actual speed is, because that stupid warning thing blocks my digital speedometer, and my analog speedometer reads about 8 miles an hour faster than my digital does at the moment until I get it fixed. The digital is the one that's accurate, so when you see me grinding gears trying to, figure out when I'm trying to downshift or whatever, it's because I'm playing a guessing game at what actual speed I'm at. And because I have to do math quickly in my head, like what does my analog actually show? And then I got to subtract 8 from that and then translate that into what gear I need to be in, knowing, from experience driving this truck, what speed correlates to what gear. Or what I need to be in. We'll talk a little bit of detail on that in a second here. If you, this is a 10-speed manual for those of you guys who don't know. We'll probably go like a quick little detail on that. A couple of little rules of thumb you can use if you're trying to learn how to drive a 10-speed. Alright, nothing open over here unless we just park behind one of the other trucks. So we'll just nose in right here. I'm not a fan of backing out I don't like nosing into spots, but if all goes right, this guy will leave before I do. We'll see though. Let me get my my arrival call sent, and we'll get checked in. And after I get through checking in, we'll talk about. Well, actually, when we're on our way over to the doctor, maybe I think I'll talk about a couple little tips with shifting on a 10-speed. Alright guys, we're finally ready to dock in here. A little late here, it's after 6 p.m. now. 5 hours in, but there's more to this story here. I don't know who's at fault for that. We'll talk about it on the way to the door, though. Somewhere along the line, there was some kind of a snafu. What kind of snafu it really was and who caused it, I don't know. Anyway, my appointment time on my load assignment was today at 1300, but when I got checked in, turned out they didn't have me scheduled until the 22nd, 2 days from now. We're going to go straight across, and we're going to dock in the door 518. Now there is you're going to see that dock door numbers are really strange with how they're numbered. You'll have like a series of like 300 and 500 doors, or like 500 doors, 300 doors, 200 doors, and then 400 doors, or something along that line. And I think you'll also find that the even numbered doors are all on one side of the building and odd numbered on the other side, if I remember right. It might not make sense at all to you, and it might sound like a stupid way to arrange the doors, but they do have a rhyme and reason to why they have them numbered like this from their perspective. Just leave it at that. We'll let it go. Alright, I can't see what door numbers these are right here, but yeah, I'm going to have to do a U-turn style setup. Either U-turn style setup or go all the way down to the end. I use the 200 row, so 500 is going to be down on the other end. Because these are 200s, and then I think it should be 400s right closer to the middle. And then it'll be, I want to say 500 and then 300, something like that. We'll keep watching. Yeah, these are all even numbered doors. Or no, that's not an even. Those are. They go progressively. Right, now we're getting into the 400s. They do go up in the ones. Now, as long as nobody comes over here and tries to, like, parks in the way, I should be able to do a U-turn style setup. Actually, the area over here where I think I'm going to be docking in, yeah, this is the 500 row here. I'm probably going to be docking in somewhere near where this yellow day cabber is that he's pulling out right now. Actually, look like I'm going to go just past him. Not by much. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let him go. Yeah, he's coming out of 514. So I'm going to get my doors open, let him do what he's going to do, and then I'm going to try to do a U-turn setup if I have enough room to do it. This Crete truck is in 516, so I'm going to be 2 doors over from him. Looks like it's wide open over there. So I might just go ahead and do a blind side if it's wide open. We'll see what's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough room here. Now this guy wants to be in my way. Seriously? Alright, so blind siding it is. object I gotta worry about there is Crete, and he's nowhere near a concern from what I can best tell. I'm gonna be off from my door, but actually it doesn't look like it's that bad. It looks like I'm right in front of my door. It's just, yeah, I'm gonna have to we'll figure out how. Well, actually, yeah, that looks really good. That looked way better than I thought it was going to be. I wouldn't call it perfect, but definitely way better than I expected. So I thought it was going to be at least like half a spot on, half a door over or something from where I wanted to be. Alright, so we're going to get checked in. The little shack right here, if you just 2 doors over from me, that's actually where this guy in the Volvo went to pay his lumber fee, I'm sure, and leave. Alright, so I think I'll try to talk more about the rest of this whole snafu maybe when I dock out, alright? Alright guys, we're all done here. It is 8:21. About 20 minutes late for my pickup. And I still got a good 2-hour drive to get to Salinas from here. I'll probably still stop maybe in Gilroy or something for just a quick break or something and press on from there. I'm going to leave the doors open, but I'm going to make sure I got my load locks back and that it's empty. Okay, so the door light is red, and I did notice that before I got out of the truck. When I went over there to get my bills back from the lumber service,
you have 4 hours and 5 minutes of remaining.
The guy who unloaded me came back out, and I did let him know about it. He left me with the impression that everything was hunky-dory. Hang on, let me yard move over to check out a consignee. Okay, I couldn't tell whether the door was open or closed, but he said he would switch the light off, switch it off like, okay, we're good to go. Like I go ahead and pull away from the door, but the door's open, so it had me, yeah, I don't know. It's generally you're not supposed to ever pull away from a door on a red light, but let's say there was. Hopefully, I don't get bitched at about that. I don't think I will, because I'm pretty sure it was a good understanding that it was safe to pull away from the door. All right, exiting. We're gonna come out this direction. Come around the west end of the the building that I was just in, or talked into. Okay, so part of the snafu that we had here, and double check my tires were going to clear that curb. Trying to give that truck whatever room I could, but not get overly close to the curb. Don't want to curb check my tires. That's how you pop tires. Ask me how I know that. It's been a long time since I've done it, but it's happened before. Never with JCT, but it has happened elsewhere. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you don't want that experience. I mean, it's not a big deal. Tires go flat all the time, but you don't want to be the reason why it happens if you can avoid it. Alright, so when we get over here by where this windsock is, we're going to turn left. And then just go straight down the lane right there. That'll take us straight out to the main gate. Alright, so we're talking about the snafu here with the scheduling of this delivery. I don't know if JCT made a mistake of some sort or if Safeway made a mistake. I don't know if something got changed and somebody didn't communicate it to somebody else. Well, that's apparently the case. Because how was it that JCT, or at least my load info, said be here on the 20th, but Safeway's telling me be here on the 22nd? Don't point fingers, guys. I don't know who it is who did it. And it's not JCT did this or Safeway did that. It's just an individual or possibly a few individuals, but more likely one or two individuals involved from whichever company. It doesn't matter. Just there was a screw up there. Got it resolved. I spent extra time here, but it is what it is. If you can't be patient, then you shouldn't be doing this kind of work, especially door swinging. Sitting in dock doors for hours kind of goes with the territory. If you can't handle sitting around waiting for a dock door or spending time in a dock door, don't do door swinging, as we call it. Don't do reefer or dry van freight. Go do flatbed or something. But just be forewarned, if you do flatbed, you're going to be doing a lot of tarping and a lot more manual labor than, dude, what are you doing? I know you're not going to try to sneak by me. Can't just fucking wait? Or is he getting ready to dock in? This guy kind of looks like he's getting ready to dock in, but I don't put it past people to try to get sneaky and go by. And see, this guy's... Yeah, now we got this guy in the red Volvo getting ready to go by too. Like, dude, let the guy frickin' back into his damn spot. Frickin' moron. If he needs to correct forward... If he needs to correct forward and needs that space, you're just going to interfere. I don't know why he's taking so long, but no, I'm not waiting any longer. That guy's getting out of his damn chair. That's enough for me. I was like, dude, are you ever going to move your damn truck or not? Some of these guys just have no manners at all, and I hate to say it, I don't want to be racist, but a lot of you Punjabi drivers and Sikh drivers in the industry are some of the worst about it. It's like cultural norms in India, I guess, are more carefree or something than they are in the U.S. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not saying that I don't want... Punjabi drivers and Sikhs are not the only ones who have this problem. I see plenty of Americans, white and black, whatever, doing the same damn thing. So you can't just pinpoint a certain group of drivers. Everybody does it. And it's more, if you want to pinpoint anything, it's more so the young crowd than it is the older crowd, regardless of what color their skin is. That's what my observations tend to be. Alrighty, now get out of yard move if it'll, come on, hurry up. Hello. Oh, okay, need the bills.
Didn't see that, sorry.
I'm not, yeah, definitely not gonna leave it out of those. Alright, have a good day. Alright, yeah, so we'll pull forward and get the doors closed over here. And get rolling. I know there was something else I wanted to talk about on the way out of here. Now would be a good time to change out my SD cards, but I swear there's something else I wanted to cover. I just don't know what right now, and probably be good to at least cover getting back over to 580 from here, and how to get over to Salinas. Alright, let us get rolling now. Don't need four ways anymore. Alright, so a couple of route options to consider going to Salinas with. One would be to take I-580 over toward the Bay Area and basically work your way down towards San Jose. There are even different ways you can go to get to San Jose. You can take 580 and I-238 over to I-880. Oh, yeah, light just turned green. All right, let's get through this turn real quick, and then we'll finish talking about that. Alright, so yeah, you take 580 and 238 over to 880, then take 880 south to San Jose, and then get on US 101 southbound in San Jose. Yeah, Salinas is off 101. Another way over that way is to take 580 over to 680. I think you gotta take 230, I can't remember, no. Yeah, take 630, take 680 south, and that'll work you over to 880, something like that. I forget. I'm not intimately familiar with how they're laid out, how the highways are laid out in that general San Jose, in slightly north area, but they end up in that same general area. I'll put it that way. That is another way you can go. Another way, which is the way I tend to prefer, would be to take 580 over to Livermore, I think. I want to say it's called that's the Livermore area. And take State Route 84, I think it is. I want to say 84. It's a state route, I know that. And I'm pretty sure that would be considered Livermore where it's at. You can get on that, and it goes south and then curves around to the west and eventually runs you into 680? Yeah, I get it mixed up, I don't know. And then the same route back down to San Jose, and over through Gilroy and over to Salinas. Another option you have would be we're gonna make this left turn here, by the way, and right up here, the next light will be I-580. The first light, you make the right to get on the westbound side. You go across to the other side to get on the eastbound side. So if you go to the eastbound side, get on I-5 southbound. Take it down over to Santanella. You can't miss Santanella. There's a way station over there. And there's a Love's and TA and what's that other truck stop? Rotten Robbie's? I think it's what it's called, if I remember right. Something like that. In-N-Out Burger? Yeah. I know some of you guys love In-N-Out. Some of you guys don't think they're all that. I don't really care. I'm just kind of reporting it. Couple of ways you can go from there. You can either cut across Highway 33, which is right there where the truck stops are at, cut down there, get on Highway 152 where the petrol truck stop is, or you can just take 5 straight down to 5 straight down to 152. 152 will take you over toward Gilroy. Actually, if you stay on 152, it actually go all the way into Gilroy. However, if you're going to go that way at all, there's a cutoff point just east of Gilroy where 152 and 156 meet up. 152 kind of goes more due east or maybe even slightly northeast over toward Gilroy. And 156 takes you a little bit further toward the southwest into Hollister. Either way, you're going to end up going through Hollister, so that's actually the more direct route if you're going to be going that general direction to get over there. Alright, so I think that kind of sums up how this went. I don't know that I'm going to get into detention pay at all for this. Not really expecting it. Not letting I can do much anyway when I get over to Salinas except park, pick up my load, go park again, and stay parked until tomorrow night. Like it's really doing any harm to me by sitting there. They'll probably still work me in or just tell me to reload tomorrow. Okay, I can't go anywhere anyway. No problem. Story of my day. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a night, I think. And we'll have another video for you guys when we pick up in Salinas, alright? I'll cover that in a little more detail when we do that one. Alright, 580, there's a bypass lane here for trucks. You have to use it if you're in a truck, by the way. Yeah, even if you're staying on 580, you have to use it. A lot of my friends here who on my channel are also friends and followers of Scotty D. I think I mentioned him earlier today as going through his area, Stockton. Yeah, they probably, if he doesn't see it himself, I'm sure mutual friends say, hey, Scott was talking shit about you. Okay, maybe not, but I'm sure he'll get notified anyway. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, Scotty ends up in this area a lot too, by the way. He does a lot of Pacific Northwest and Northern Cal kind of stuff. If you aren't already familiar with them, go check his channel out at Scotty D67. He does a lot of live streaming. Alright, so that'll be a little shameless plug for him. Meanwhile, I'm going to call this one a night. And I will see you guys in Salinas, alright? Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you then.